Monday, it's time for squats again. Starting out with just the bar, 45 pounds. Got to stretch out the shoulders. Right there, it's tight. So I got to work it in to try and get the bar down in position. Second warm-up set, 95 pounds. Continue stretching. This is the third warm-up set, 135. A lot easier to get into position on the third set after stretching. Feeling much better today. After recovering from the flu, I'm actually able to take some deep breaths without coughing. This will be the fourth warm-up set, 185 for 2 reps. Final warm-up set, 225 for 1. That felt pretty good. Now in between sets, I still have a little bit of leftover congestion. It's amazing how long this congestion is hanging on for. It's been a little over 2 weeks now that this stuff is hanging on, but it keeps getting less and less every day, more and more minor. I still have to, blow my nose quite a bit. Still a little bit of coughing in between sets, but much less than last week. Last Monday was the first week back doing squats after having the flu. So I had missed an entire week, so that put 2 weeks in between doing squats. I did 315 for 5. I did 1 work set. Today, I had 5 pounds on each side. We're going to do 325. Wasn't easy, but we got it. I pulled the 5s off, so I'm gonna do a back off set at 315. Usually, I'm good for one intense set. Then after that, my performance fades off. So I can either do one heavy set that's close to a max, or one heavy rep that's close to a max. Then after that, I'll have to do a back off set. I can't do the same thing again. So it's different for everybody. Some people have more endurance for multiple sets. But for me, for lower body, I put forth a max effort, then I can't do it again. So once I get over 315 for a set of 5, then I start doing back off sets. And right now my back off set will be at 315, but as the max set of 5 goes up, the work set of 5, the back off set will go up and follow. So by the time I get back up to 365 for 5, my back off set will be about 335 for 5. Okay, 3 reps on the back off. Like I said, I can't do as much on the second set as on the primary work set. That'll come up over the following weeks. I'm gonna go for 5 or 6 minutes on the elliptical to start getting back into cardio a little bit. I couldn't do it the last few weeks because I couldn't breathe. You do get a basic level of cardio from lifting heavy weights, but it's not enough, especially as you get a little bit older. You need more than that to maintain overall physical fitness. You don't just need strength, you need some endurance also to go with it. So we'll start back with a short cardio workout, nothing too fast or too intense. It's just to start getting back into it because I will get sore from it. Now normally the cardio workout will help me to recover from doing heavy lifting, with lower body. So I try and do some elliptical after squats, then on Thursdays after deadlifts. It does help me quite a bit. Like I said, it gets the blood flowing, flushes out the muscles, and aids in recovery. Normally I don't record this cardio session, but I'll do it today. I'm curious to see how my breath holds out, how my lungs hold up with the remnants of this congestion. All right, let's get started. So I normally start out with the angle set on 10 degrees and with a difficulty level of 1, and that makes a good warm-up. Then every couple minutes, I'll increase the difficulty level in steps of 2. Increasing it in steps of 1 doesn't do that much. So I'll go from 1 to 3 to 5. So today I'll probably just do 1 for 2.5 to 3 minutes, and then go to level 3 for the remainder of the time. I was hoping on the squats to get 315 for 5 on the back off set, but that only happened for 3 reps, which it's okay. The main thing is I got 325 for 5 on the work set. Like I said, I'm usually at 1 and done as far as going heavy for lower body. Anything more than the first set, and I can't do as much. So 3 was okay. I'm not unhappy with it. And as the number of the work set goes up, maybe next week I'll get 4 reps on the back offset of 315, and the week after 5 reps. Maybe after that, the time will be to start slowly sneaking up the back off set, 5 pounds a week. Keep it trailing 30, 35 pounds behind the main work set. All right, I want to get up to 180 strides per minute. That's 190 strides right there. And I think that'll be good for this workout. That feels about the right pace. The further I go in this, the less talking I'll be able to do because I'll get more out of breath. Okay, in 30 seconds, it'll be time to increase the level. Time is up, so I'm going to increase the difficulty level from 1 to 3. And I can feel that resistance kick in.
So this is and so we're
hello.
And so we're pretty much basic stuff. Work enough to get the job done. And we have a lot of time, honestly, slowly. So as
That's 200 strides per minute now. So a little bit of coughing kicking in there as I'm breathing deeper. Trying to maintain 200 strides per minute. That's 5 minutes. 1 minute to go. That was 6 minutes. Now we'll do a minute cool off.
was breathing a lot harder than what I should be. After the time off of cardio, and probably my lungs not being 100% cleared out. Plus, cardio is something I lose fast. But you also gain it back pretty quick. So doing this twice a week, within 1 month's time, I'll be in pretty good shape again. About where I need to be for cardio. Having a good level of strength and a good level of cardio doesn't have to be spectacular level, just above average. You know, this can put me back, 30 years ago, as far as age and what I'm able to do, and how I'm able to perform physical activities in everyday life. It's something that's important. You can't just strength train by itself, and you can't just do cardio training by itself. You need a blend of the two. And depending on what your goals are, what your activity is, what sports you like to play, the balance between the two varies. Sometimes it's more one, sometimes it's more the other. And that's different for every sport, and it's also different for every athlete. Any athlete can benefit greatly from an increase in strength. You can double a person's strength, an untrained person, in not that great an amount of time, and that can benefit them greatly in their sports. But if you take somebody, let's take a soccer player for example. If you train them hard on weightlifting for several years, and they pack on 20, 25, 30 pounds of muscle, that's going to hurt them in their sport because they have to carry that extra weight around. So in each different sport, there's a limit